Hello guys, welcome back to Swera Education. When you think about good stock or good share, what comes to your mind first? A share which is profitable, a share which will overcome losses in long run and give you on an average good yearly return when invested for a longer period of time. A share which gives good dividend and bonus. So in the previous series of videos of share market, we have discussed some basic principles of share market investment as well as various modes or competitive strength to look out for a share while investing. If you have not checked those yet, I would suggest to go through those first. Please scroll down in the description window. We have given the links for both the videos. In today's video, we are going to cover how to differentiate and compare shares quantitatively and how to verify the competitive strength of a company. There are few factors which the investors always look into while making their portfolio. We will discuss all these factors via some tips on how to invest in share market. Before going in details, I would like to mention that all the shares as an example which we mention, it is to help you understand the performance and analysis. So please analyze the market and choose the shares according to your own goal and portfolio. We are not suggesting to buy any shares. We are just giving an example how to compare various shares and how to learn from them. So let us begin. Coming to the first tip of today, buy the share whose product you buy. What does it mean? As in the previous video, we have already discussed about distribution reach mode, brand mode, networking mode. You will notice we are focusing on such shares which have already good market capture and whose product are popular and trustworthy, which mean the product of this company are vastly used by many people and the future of this product and the company also looks positive. For example, many of us eat pizza. And Jubilant Foodworks, which is the distributor of Domino's Pizza in India, is a good share to invest in as the popularity is increasing for pizza. We use some known brands of cements in construction as well, such as ACC Cement or Ultratech Cement. So those shares we can analyze. Also, after building the construction is complete, then we use for furnitures Fevicol as an adhesive. So the manufacturer is Pidilite for Fevicol. So these are some of the things we can look into while looking all these shares. So that's why buy those shares whose product we buy. So we should always see our surroundings and know what we use in our day-to-day routine and what are popular brands and many people use it and trustworthy. So we can check those shares and analyze them further to pick them for our investment to include in our portfolio. Coming to the next point, see if the share price of a stock is less than its intrinsic value or true value. There are various methods used by various analysts to compute the true value of a share. We will include few of them here. These are few formulas to analyze true factor of a share. If the true value is more than the share price, then the share is undervalued and it has scope to increase in near future. So while selecting a share, we can look into this factor and see whether the share have the scope to increase in near future. But again, we have to analyze few other factors as well. Only this factor will not give us any conclusion that this share is good share. So we will cover that coming next point. Try to invest in a debt-free and asset-rich company. You can get these details of a share by looking into financial section and balance sheet of the company, which is available in various websites. You should always check that not only the revenue of the company is increasing, but also the net profit. A company can buy assets or acquire other company, or it may have future bookings as well, due to which the revenue might be increasing. But what matters for an investor is whether the company is making profit and whether the profit is growing year by year or quarter by quarter. The asset of a company should always be more than the debt of a company, so that the company can clear out its all dues if required in near future by selling out all the assets. Also, the debt should not be increasing over the period of time. But also, if you see various banks and all, their net profit is negative and they have debt. but they have various other assets as well. They have various other options as well. They have various other schemes as well, by which they also do some cash bookings and earnings as well. So we should always compare the share with its sector. What I mean is with the peers in that particular sector. If you're analyzing a bank share, we should compare with other banks and select. So this is one of the factor, the debt and asset factor, which we should look for also while selecting a particular share. Coming to the next point, company PE ratio versus industry PE ratio. The price to earning ratio or PE ratio of a company is defined as current share price divided by per share earning. And the industry PE ratio is the average PE ratio of all the peers in this sector. Again, you can get this detail online of a share from various websites. A higher PE ratio can mean either the stock is overvalued or the investors are expecting high returns. A PE ratio of 20 would mean that the investor is ready to invest 20 rupees for 1 rupee of return. In general, the PE ratio of 20 is a good share, but again, it is really important to compare the PE ratio of a company with the average PE ratio in that sector. Sometimes a PE value can be in 70s, but if the industrial or sector PE is 90, the share can be considered as an undervalued or good share, which has scope of increase in the near future. In many cases, PE ratio lesser than the industry PE ratio means the share is undervalued. For that, we need to verify some other parameters as well, such as net profit, EPS, BVPS, which should be increasing over the time, and debt would have reduced over the past few years. EPS is also known as earning per share and can be computed as net income minus preferred dividends divided by end of period common shares outstanding. Diluted EPS is the EPS considering all stock options and RSUs into calculation. For example, if you see Pidilite, its net profit and EPS have remained similar or increased. BVPS has increased, debt has not increased, ROE has not reduced considerably, total liabilities have increased, but so is the assets. Diluted EPS has increased, so on an average we can say that this share may grow in near future. We will analyze some other shares in later part of this video as well. Also note that the PE ratio should not be very less compared to the industry PE, which can be unusual, and some other factors may need to be checked. As mentioned in earlier videos, ROE or return on equity is a powerful tool or factor and most efficiently used to evaluate a stock. You should always see if the ROE of a share is better than its competitors and also whether it is increasing over the period of time. But there is a catch here. Sometimes increasing ROE can be misleading also. Let us consider an example to understand this. Let us say you have started a business and collected 100 rupees of money from investors in form of shares or equity. You have also taken loan from a friend of 100 rupees with an interest rate of 5%. In the end of the year, you will earn 30 rupees of profit and you have to return 105 rupees to your friend. So now you have 25 rupees of profit. So the ROE here will be 25 rupees because it is computed as return on equity money, not the loan. But we know the return is 15%, not the 25%. So here the ROE is not the true ROE. So there is another factor called ROCE or return on capital employed, which gives more accurate knowledge about the return of a company. Let us take an example of IRCTC. As we know, in the last 1.5 years due to COVID-19, the revenue has decreased because of the close of railway services. But if you analyze before 2020, the revenue has increased, the net profit has increased, the ROE also has increased. The debt is equivalent to 0. The cash flow has increased, and as a result, if you see, the share price has also done well. If you see in the recent past, the share is doing well and have a good future prediction as well. So this is as an example where we can analyze the ROE, which is a very strong factor, and many of the investors use this to compare various shares. We'll consider some other factors as well. Now we'll discuss asset turnover. Asset turnover, which means how much product you can sell per 1 rupee of asset. If asset turnover reduces, it can be because of two reasons. Either the assets have increased but the sales have not increased to that extent, but might have scope of increase in the near future, which can be studied from the history of a share. Or the asset has remained constant but the sale has reduced, which makes the factor decrease. This can be verified from the balance sheet of a company by looking at the profit. Similarly, another factor is leverage multiplier. If it is increasing, that means the debt or leverage of a company has increased. But you should see whether the net profit of a company or ROE has increased or not. And a good share is a share which has all these factors considered together and have a good net profit overall, and has a good future predictions as well. Another factor is BVPS or book value per share, which is calculated as equity available to common shareholder divided by total number of outstanding shares. In general, if the BVPS is greater than current share price, then the stock is said to be undervalued and you can analyze further to invest in this share. As we have discussed earlier with examples, these are the various factors which will give a complete idea of a share. So as we discussed, like ROE, PE ratio, EPS, BVPS value, net profit margin, debt, whether it has debt or not, the asset turnover, the leverage multiplier, these all are various factors which we can get data from various online websites for a particular share and compare it with the competitors in that particular sector and see how the competition is and whether the share has good future also. So these are all these factors which you should look into while investing into a share. In the end, I will share one tip with you which is very helpful in share market. It is very important to review and revisit your portfolio every quarter, if not every month at least, to know your shares are functioning, how your shares are functioning, and give you more knowledge on gradually how to increase your expertise in share market. So you should always look into your portfolio and see whether all the shares which you have are how well they are performing. If some shares are not performing, you may have to revisit and change it. So for some, one portfolio may work and for some other it may not work. For this quarter, one portfolio may work and for the next quarter you might have to modify it. So it is always subject to the amount and time of investment also. But being regular in investing, being knowledgeable about these aspects that we have explained in our videos, being optimistic will help you earn more and become a millionaire in future. I hope you have liked this series of videos on share market investment. Please share your valuable feedbacks and opinions in the comment section, which is very important for us. Please press the like button if you like the content of these videos. We will also cover various other topics such as academic or unacademic learnings, career growth, investment methods, etc. Please subscribe to our channel to get all these updates. Thank you and see you again.